What's up? What's up? I just wanted to open up the stream with a song I've recently made, right? A little track I like to call Closure. Felt like it was important to share. I love sharing. Well, I get messages through all things. I get messages through music or, works I'm inspired to create. So I hope that, I don't know, you were able to connect with that in a way. It's another day. It's another beautiful day out here, wherever we are, just living, loving, sharing a positive vibration, love and light. Hope you are doing well, however this message finds you. Looking to bring clarity to your situation. Really finishing up the last of this LUNAR read. There were still more messages that needed to come out. So we're going to finish out really that journey, that exploration, in order to set ourselves right moving forward. But I suppose the window still isn't closed. There's just a little bit left. So we're going to get this out and then yeah, we'll switch gears, switch videos. So try not to make this one too long, all right? But we will get these messages out. So stay tuned for that. Nick the Sack, love is back and it never left. Love is what we never lack and know the best. Everything Tarot. Great to have you. So, taking a look. Now remember these from the past reading, right? This eternal life. I feel like what it is that we've done, we've been through before, what it is that we're going through. Something about this eternal struggle, but I feel like it's like climbing the other side of the pyramid, right? Again, there's this parallelism where it's like we've been through this before, right? Ally over here, so always finding an inner strength or always being our own, having to show up as our own ally, but I feel like spiritually guided, spiritually protected, something about ancestors or guardians guarding our path or what it is that we're meant to do or complete. So I do feel like we're protected here. Wheel of Great Time. So this is indicating major life transformation. I feel after taking some sort of a loss or a setback here, causing a transformation of self or a rebirth here where essentially we're guided to show up for ourselves or step up for some type of journey, challenge, or obstacle in order to meet or overcome some type of pivotal moment or shift within our journey in order for this new cycle to occur. Soma, that's referring to the transformation or where this new cycle takes you. Yeah, that's that rebirth energy, that transformation. So the clarification. So we had Riddle over here with eternal life. So there's something about something needs to be figured out as far as like how everything works or how things are meant to work. I get an aspect of divine timing or, you know, this great inner mystery. Again, it's like working with the hidden or pulling from what isn't fully understood in order to solve some type of puzzle or some type of like divine lock or key here. I just feel like this is saying you're meant to go through this journey or this path in order to like see these opportunities for you. It's like some type of work has to be done or you have to work at it in order to affect some type of change or unbind some type of knot or forced obstacle here. I feel like this isn't like what you asked for, but what you have to deal with or have to resolve. Okay, I feel like it's some type of aspect of figuring yourself out. Like, this is how your life is meant to go. Or, right, the situation is calling you to have faith and patience here. Temperance and balance energy. Seeing your truth. And working towards that. Right, seeing your truth and then having that be the aspect or the perspective from which you apply yourself or from which you become involved. So what is this riddle, right? What is this challenge, this obstacle, this limitation? Here's the ally. So I feel like, again, this is something that has to be guarded against or something that you're actively fighting against or prepared for. Underworld here, Venom and Seed. So we have Underworld in the reverse, but we have Venom in the upright. So I do feel like somebody tried to hurt you here, right? Tried to take away your love or compromise your love space, maybe attack your, heart chakra, or just leave you broken or wounded, injured here. This could be affairs of the heart or simply seedy people or people that didn't mean you any good here. Again, something about the underworld. It's like, I don't want to say this world is that the world is beneath you, but certain material or physical concerns simply don't appeal to you, collective. I feel like, again, we've always resisted this world or physical, like, I feel like this is just not not chasing money. You know, like, you have to have money, you have to get money. But I feel like it's just not being materially involved, right? Always appealing to spiritual matters or higher vibrational concerns. It's like you've been in this energy of trying to level up this lifetime, right? Of realizing what's important instead of what's not. So I do feel like, you know, like security, foundation, finances, career, like all these things are important. But I just feel like you're more spiritually led or motivated in this energy. With this underworld, I feel like it's the oil and water. Like, something about you don't mix with, like, unsavory individuals or people that don't mean the world any good or mean you any good. So it's about being in more of this like high vibrational place. So you're an earth angel or a high vibrational love first kind of being. And with this venom, I feel like they tried to poison you, right? Number 13 over here, out with 50. So I feel like trying to mess up your like stability or type of like I feel like with the venom and the ally, like things were good or you had some type of solidarity or you had a solid foundation here. Like everything was complete, but it had to be lost because of physical, you know, some type of imbalance or things not being temperate here. I just feel like a conflict with this temperance energy and this underworld, like the limitations of the world. I definitely am getting like that temptation vibe as well, but Seed was over here as well, and I feel like that's your energy. You're the chosen one. You're the seed for something new or something great. I feel like you carry within yourself a connection to spirit that is unshakable. It's also very much a part of what you're meant to do, is meant to spread this light to awaken others or ignite some type of consciousness or healing. You could be a healer here, but I feel like you're very chosen. Like spirit chose you for this role or this path because you wouldn't fall prey to this temptation that spirit knew, or that you knew that you would be wounded in this lifetime, or that you have been before, and you always have to show up for yourself, or spirit is always guarding you, guiding you, has your back, because this is what you're meant to do. You're meant to figure all this out, that something in you is not of the world, but is outside of it, that is connected with the spiritual, or that is of the overworld, not the underworld. And so I feel there's a certain part of you that doesn't mix, or that creates some type of competition or conflict almost naturally, just as a means of your growth. So I feel like the more you grow, the more conflict that might arise with people who aren't in your vibration, right? Or people who just don't get you or don't understand you because they see you as a threat. They see your growth as a threat. And so I see them like spitting venom, right? Spitting poison at you, trying to take you down or make you believe that you're not capable or that you can't do it. This is why you're being called to show up for yourself and to really let spirit have your back, right? To have trust, faith, and believe that you are protected here, divinely protected, because I feel this is part of your journey or your path over here with that riddle. Another 3 energy, so 333 on the cards here. Something about like choosing to go with this 33 or to build something in the spirit, right? Accumulating some type of wisdom or ascension, soul ascension here in order to step into purpose and balance. I just feel like other people tried to take you down or, say you weren't the one. But you definitely are. I feel like this is kind of the underworld trying to pull you under, right? To take you out of your high vibrational state. And try to say you aren't a divine being, but you definitely are. I feel like the riddle is figuring that out, even though things don't appear that you're very divine at this time. And this could just be, I feel like, circumstances or obfuscations, right? This is the challenge. This is the mud or the dirt, but you are the earth angel. You are of the earth, so you're in your element. I feel like, it's like the rain will wash you clean here. Like there's something about having to get your hands dirty or having to get the work done, put in the work, make the effort. But I feel you're no stranger to that. I feel like instead that's what you do here. That's what you've always done. But yeah, you were chosen. You're chosen not to go. Like I feel like this underworld in reverse. It's like you could, but certain things just don't appeal to you, or it's because they're not in your vibration here. It's because you're this chosen seed or this chosen one. You're a divine being, and so it's like things of this earth, of this world, things of too like physical a plane, I feel like disgust you on a level, or just aren't. Again, it's just if there's no spiritual connection behind it, if there's not, if it's not through love, then it's through, nothing, I feel, or through some type of poison or illusion. So I just feel like you're meant to come up out of, or that you have this higher knowing that you and illusions or temptations just don't mix well. Here again, I feel like you're a high vibrational being that's being led on a chosen journey or chosen path, despite others that might have tried to harm you or hold you back, pull you under, set you back. Wheel of Great Time, talking about this great change that's coming in for you. We had that here with this maiden energy. And so I feel like there's that we're reclaiming our purity here. That's what these new cycles are speaking to, is coming back towards self. But it's like taking back your virginity or something like that, because it was never lost. I just feel like it's opening up this sacred space, taking back some sort of purity or innocence of self. I feel that's what this work is about, because it is a choice here. It's an option. I feel like it's reclaiming this divine nurturing kind of space here. It's like picking up your crown and dusting it off, right? So I really do, or even a halo I'm getting, right? Because I feel like you are divinely guided or protected. This maiden energy. Right, so I feel like you're having patience here, opening up love, showing yourself love at this time, reconnecting with your virtuous side, or aspects of self-love here. Right. So this is part of that healing journey, I feel. Healing coming back down to our pure self, or who it is that we truly are, all while recognizing some sort of riddle or almost paradox, right? It's like the world treats you one way, but you're moving forward in a different way, because I feel like you can't, or you won't reciprocate. So this is transmuting the energies, is what we're talking about here. That's what this really is transmuting all of this past or all of this obstacle into a solution here, or into purity, right? Turning the negative into positive. It's realignment, it's spiritual attunement, I feel. reconnecting with a virtuous, pure space in order to realize an innocence that's was never really lost, but was perhaps obscured or hidden by a conflict in the situation. So again, it's realizing our vibration and our status as a divine, loving being here. And then here with the Soma, we have Mother tapping into divine feminine, or again, this golden state. I feel like this is more of that seed energy taking root, connecting with the universal principle of self-love, self-nurturing, healing, being one, right? Being whole, and stepping into ourselves and our journey. Kiss. So I do feel like we're protected. Again, I feel like this is where we're being guided or led by spirit. I do feel like spirit is watching over you very closely, right? Your angels are guarding you at this time. Your spirit guides are guiding you, taking you by the hand here, opening up your emotional space, and just showing you a lot of love. Or that's what they want you to open yourself up to in order to receive. You are being blessed or protected on this new beginning, this new cycle, this new path. Because again, I feel like you are chosen for it. You are chosen for this path or this way. That's part of this mana, right? That you are collecting here, or that is there for you to pick up as you continue down or on this journey here for yourself. Orphan and River. So again, there's some type of loneliness when it comes to obstacle or limitation. We do have the snake here. I do feel like there's temptation keeping you from, or someone else from, like this union or this love, this innocence. And so I feel like maybe you were meant to have or you felt you were meant to have a like divine union here, but something about the timing just isn't right, or temptation has been an influencing factor here. Somebody's left alone or out in the cold. I feel like this could be you, or you had to walk away, but I feel like there's some type of separation where you had to go it alone, or you have to face these obstacles or challenges by yourself. Again, something about not being tempted here, or tempted away from what's truly yours, even though you're meant to walk this path alone, at least for now. I feel like you're accumulating some type of strength or reaching a higher spiritual level that maybe would have been sealed or blocked off to you, or that wasn't, like somebody didn't intend it for you. That's what this Venom and this Underworld are about. I feel like people were jealous of you because you're chosen, or because you have a different perspective, that you're, I feel like it's like a challenge for people to figure out, or that you're not easily controlled, or that something about you is just wise or tapped in, tuned into the divine, the Most High, that you could, or you couldn't be poisoned for long. You couldn't be dragged into the underworld. They might have really wanted you gone, or wanted you out of the picture, wanted no one to see you or to hear you, basically for you to disappear. But I feel like that's not the case. Underworld in reverse, I feel like you're not this you're not this mortal being. Like, you can't just be taken out like that. I'm getting you are, it's because you're chosen. It's because you're the seed of something great, of and that's what they can't figure out, is like how you have this eternal life, right? I mean, more immortality card, but it's because you're protected. You're protected because you're meant to bring about some type of great change, or because you're meant to step into this higher order aspect of self, this maiden energy, this virtue or this purity that you represent or that you hold. Nobody can touch or nobody can blemish. That's why I say you're getting back this this virginity or this purity, because something hasn't been lost or hasn't been tainted. I feel like it's in fact very much intact. Okay? Something has just begun or is just getting started. Over here, I feel like this is what they didn't want for you, or what was even Venom, like people were talking against you here, or said that it couldn't be done, or that you've always had hidden enemies, or I'm also getting like friends that want to talk shit, like false friends or fake allies, that kind of a thing. People dealing in the underworld, but you're not of the underworld. You're in fact over, right? You're above the world in a sense, because you're a divine being. You're tapped in. You see the higher truth. You see things through a lens and perspective of love for other spiritual beings, and being highly connected with spirit and the positive energies of the world and the universe. This is why you're protected here. This is why you're an immortal being, or you've been sent back here to spread some type of light, or spread your light to others, to be a radiant divine being here. That's what this transformation is about. That's what these new cycles are. Is carrying this this purity unto others, right? To help them overcome their obstacles, blockages, limitations. Other people being perhaps left in the cold, or orphan type situation. So could be dealing with the loss of even a mother or a parent, or a new beginning, something that you felt was maybe a kiss of death here, or maybe like all things coming down or falling down. But I feel like none of that is the case here with River. In fact, you're meant to go with the flow. The waters of life keep moving on or flowing forward is kind of how I feel. I feel like in this way, the opportunity for balance or stability is coming through going with the flow, or right, something about being like working with opportunities as they're given or shown. I do feel like things are changing here, that things aren't still, that, maybe we're being asked or led to, or forced even, into this, like this isolationary space, or out in the cold here, this orphan energy, but we're meant to walk this path alone at this time. I feel like we are, kind of crossing through the waters of life, or flowing through, the river here, the river of like the waters of time. And so I do feel like this is more of a balance energy, or an understanding of like opportunity, and how things are, like new things are coming into view, is what I'm getting. That by allowing ourselves to progress, that things are moving forward here, that the wheel is turning. But yeah, Spirit just wants to know that you're protected on this new journey, this new cycle, to offer yourself plenty of self-love, to protect your energy, and nurture yourself, to retain or renew this this purity, this inner purity, or higher sense of self, in order to become who it is that we truly want to become here, or that we were destined to be. I do feel like we are protected in this regeneration or rejuvenation through leaning on ourselves, or finding this inner strength or inner balance through walking or flowing forward. So again, it's like things are happening for us, even if we don't see it here, collective. I feel like that's part of the riddle, this eternal struggle. It's like this is how like things always are, or always come back to something about that, back to self-reliance, back to being focused on our journey, back to our high vibrational beings and selves. Because I do feel like you're an earth angel here, someone with a divine purpose or mission, something that, a light that you're meant to share with the world. Okay? And I feel like it's just this virtue or this purity, this innocence that you hold that others can't touch or can't take away, that really it's more, it more speaks to themselves here, right? With this poison underworld of perhaps their states of being, right? Or the ways in which they are, because how they treat you is how they really feel, or that this is a projection energy because you project who you are, right? And so I feel like we're meant to rediscover or find ourselves back to this made in this virtue, this pure energy, in order to, I feel like, recover from some type of this venomous, this poisonous, toxic situation that was trying to drag this chosen or this starseed underground, underwater. Something about have you wrapped up in a riddle, or that you weren't meant to, or that they were trying to keep you from figuring out your life purpose or what it is that you were sent here for, but Spirit wasn't going to let that happen because you are, again, protected. I feel like you're your own best friend or best ally here in this position or situation, because nobody sees life quite like you do, and of course no one knows your purpose like you. So it's something about this inner knowing, being true to self, holding strong to what it is that we see or we know, what it is that we're sent here for. There's this transformation that we know has to occur. We know who we want to be or are returning to, who we have always been. And I just feel like that's this rejuvenation and transformation here through going with the flow, realizing that we are divinely led, divinely protected, divinely loved. And we're embodying this orphan energy here, but I feel like this journey's just begun. I feel like we are the seed, right? We're the cosmic egg, in that something has or is evolving here, and is requiring us to nurture it, right? And to hold it sacred, to hold something sacred ourselves, our journeys, our path, because this is the seed that we're protecting, this great potential, this great growth, what it is that we're destined or purposed to do. All right, collective. So I feel like this is that riddle. This is what we had to go through so many lifetimes, is to rediscover self here. Breakthroughs in reverse. I feel like people didn't want you to build, complete what it is that you've been working on, or have this type of success that was meant for you, that was destined for you. Right? But it's still here. They couldn't take it away. Journey. Okay, so you meant to have some type of breakthrough on the spiritual journey, right? I feel like it's a difficult path, or not everything is clear or obvious at this time. I feel like that's what's been holding back the breakthrough. Maybe you feel like you need to see more, have more understanding, more clarity, and why it is that you're going through the things that you're growing through. Again, 22 and 20, I feel like there's some type of rejection here, or having to go alone, or the path is too narrow, right? That not everybody would fit or have the stamina for ascending to this kind of level, for seeing these kind of breakthroughs. So I feel like, again, this could have been some type of a misalignment, or somebody wasn't up for the journey, somebody didn't have the fortitude to make it. Fertility and protection over here. So that fertility, you're that seed, right? You're the star seed, you are the sun seed, the seed of spirit, of a higher vibration, of the divine here. And so you're meant to walk this fertile path that I do see a lot of abundance coming your way. We have protection here as well. It's more rejection energy. It's like you have to say no to something in return, right? I do get this mirroring kind of thing where it's like you were the one who was rejected, but now you're the one who's having to make some type of rejection because the path is too narrow, or it's only meant for some, it's not meant for all. Again, this fertility or this growth is highly aspected, highly protected. This is where that yes comes in, with that protection. And so Spirit is saying to protect your balance, your seed or your vision, protect your dreams here. Something is meant to happen. Something is very abundant, very fertile, very blessed, very much meant to happen, meant for you, meant a journey that you're meant to go down or walk towards. All this breakthrough, and that's why you're being protected, is because your Spirit's wanting you to break through here into your journey or into your path, the path that you're meant to be walking down, going towards. Despite some type of, I feel like, not seeing everything or not having it all figured out or not having all the answers, that might have been holding you back from maybe completely breaking away from a connection or a cycle here. But I feel like that's what's happening anyway. I just feel like in order to go down this journey, you're having to reject something that rejected you, or something that was going to take away from this abundance or this potential of who you are or would become. So I feel like that's where things start to move for you again, whenever you accept the protection and the signs, right? The guidance that Spirit is having to offer to you at this time on this journey in order to experience this breakthrough or this transformation, this true change that's meant to happen for you. I feel like those are the energies that are going on for you at this time. Let's see, we already lost one. Okay, chattering. So people didn't want to know that they were gossiping on you, talking bad about you behind your back. So I do feel like people didn't have nice things to say here. Somebody was talking trash. All right, I'm just going to say it. I feel like somebody was talking trash here. I don't gossip, or they said you would always be maybe one type of way. They judged you. But I feel like this is just your path. I feel like it's because, again, you weren't in this underworld energy. It's like your vibration was too high, or you wouldn't compromise some type of standard, or you just had this sense of like right and wrong, or because you're this divine light, divine being, and that's why you couldn't give in or fall under some type of temptation. I feel like maybe they wanted you stuck here. Again, with that poison energy, it's like toxic people wanted to, poison you, or believe that you couldn't do it, or it couldn't be done, like you couldn't do it without them, or that you weren't meant for your own journey, or that somehow your blessing wasn't yours, that you weren't protected here. Let's see, quarrel. Okay, so you could have had to fight a lot for your perspective, your situation. A lot of you were still fighting, I feel. You could have had to fight with this energy of these people. I feel like it's always been a battle for you, that you've always had to fight for yourself in order to be heard or be seen. Again, it's because you're not of this world, because they don't understand what you say all the time. They don't understand these breakthroughs that you're meant to have, this destiny, this divine calling that's on you. Pensioners, so you've always had to protect your journey or your path. This is what you've always had to fight for, right? You've had to fight for this breakthrough energy, but always had to protect this journey or this higher knowing, this higher calling on yourself. And I feel like that's what you've always held or maintained. That's why you still have this purity, right? I feel like you still have this purity or virginity when it comes to something that cannot be blemished, right? This higher perspective or this connection with God or aspect of the divine. Something about the purity of your journey and what it is that you intend. Something highly abundant. And blessed and high honors and fortune here for you with this fertility. Something that's meant to bring you a lot of success. Some money coming in with fertility. Yeah, so you're definitely meant to be receiving some type of good fortunes here. Money in your pocket, being just doing well for yourself, being self-sufficient. I feel like more than surviving, but being good. You know, you can be good here. I feel like is what is more of a message coming through. It's like you can do for self. You don't need anybody, is what I'm getting. Outside energy, a sincere friend in reverse. So again, I said it earlier. I feel like there's some type of like fake friends in the midst, or some people who maybe acted one way, but behind your back were really another, or that you knew this all along. This is why you always had to fight for your journey, or always defend yourself against these people, because these were people that were part of the underworld, or part of this toxic, that were putting poison on your name, or trying to act like you weren't the one, or that what you were saying wasn't true, or that you weren't meant for this ascension or journey or path, that this wasn't your journey or path. But that was part of the riddle, was figuring these people out and figuring out that you didn't belong, or understanding your higher intent or purpose, because it's what you were destined for or always meant to be. It's who you always have been, and I feel like you know that, but you're realizing or remembering that, or coming into some sort of deja vu that takes you back towards realizing or recognizing that you've always had to go through this, or that you've always been going through that. And so it's like, it's almost like you're getting nostalgic, I feel, because it's like, now this makes sense, I feel, right? It's like, I get this energy, and it's like, it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet because at least you know you, or you know that you're willing to fight for yourself, but it's worse to fight for others who aren't fighting for themselves or fighting for you, right? So I feel like it's just this, like, not working against ourselves here, or not having to detract from the path for someone who's always spilling their cup. You know, it's like you're refilling someone's cup and they just knock it over and knock it over and knock it over. And it's like, all right, well, you know, hello, right? Like, you know, I'm not just going to sit here and waste all this time, all this energy with you, or with situations that I'm always having to fight for my own space, or my own breakthrough, my own ascension. And I feel like that's why Spirit had to cut you free, or cut these people out from your life, to put you in this orphan energy here, because you were meant to go further down the river, or you were meant to go further, grow farther. And again, this is a self-healing or self-love kind of journey where I feel like the purity or the innocence is retained. It isn't lost because of your higher perspective or higher nurturing or loving self here. Something about an inner purity or resolve. Consultant here with protection. So Spirit's asking you to, I feel like statement of intention. Wow, consultant with protection. So I do feel like it's like having some sort of exchange here. This could be conversation with the Holy Guardian Angel or the higher self, or simply taking a right inventory, you know, getting realistic, I feel like. For some of you, I feel like there is an energy that you can trust, or somebody who has pieces of the puzzle. Someone who can maybe like kind of get your head back balanced, your back straight, but there's also something that you realize or know that they don't, or they may never understand. So I feel like this person has good intent here, but doesn't necessarily know your intentions when it comes to this fertility or this abundance, or what it is that you might be wanting to do for money here. Something about this new cycle or this great journey that's only meant for you, or again, it's this narrow journey. It's only meant for some. Not everybody can walk this path. But again, that's why I feel like you're divinely protected here, because Spirit is with you every step of the way. This is something I feel like you've been holding on to or protecting, holding very close, always had to fight for. It's this higher self. It's this calling on you. Okay, so definitely this like recovering energy. Maybe we've simply been out of sorts or had to regain some type of strength from a situation. I feel like that's with this rejuvenation, or this is why we have to be protected here, because of this orphan energy. Because and something with time or divine timing, it's like too many times, or I feel like you're just maybe spiritually sick, or it's like there's a part of you that's losing steam or losing faith for having to always go through this. I feel like it's been there's a drain or a toll here, but again, that's why I feel like Spirit is right here by your side, is nourishing you back, right? Is at your bedside, tending to you, tending to your heart space. Country house coming off of the table here. A lack of stability in a situation. This also to a heart, so it could be talking about some type of heartbreak, or I feel like that Two of Cups energy reverse, or something didn't come to completion. Again, I'm relating that with this orphan energy, but you're meant to simply go with the flow at this time here. You are being guided here by Spirit. You are divinely loved. I'm getting protector, definitely protected, right? That's what this kiss card is representing, is Spirit's protection over you. Now you are protected, you are being led, you will find your way. Something will be balanced, something will be healed. I feel like in constancy, you're meant to bring yourself some type of consistency or self-sufficiency, that you're meant to be showing up for yourself here, not showing up for others. Again, something about your energy doesn't fit with what you've been going through or growing through. That's why you had to let something go. Absence, right? So letting something go here. So letting go of inconsistency, or somebody who was inconsistent, who wasn't fighting for you or fighting for you to have this kind of breakthrough on your journey, a journey that you had to always keep close or possibly keep hidden, that no one could see because they were of the world, or they were dealing in the underworld, that they didn't want this for you, that it was some type of toxic connection, or simply people dealing in bad karma, or didn't want positive things to happen for you here. People who were jealous, I feel, but you've maintained some type of virtue or innocence, some type of purity here, because you have a higher perspective or higher way. You have a new beginning here. You are the seed. You are the seed of the divine. You are the chosen one. And you're meant to walk this path or this journey alone, to go with the flow, but you're not alone, because you're being spiritually protected here. You're actually going to be blessed here, because you stayed out of temptation, or you haven't been bit by the snake of temptation, I feel. I feel like you have been patient and temperate when it comes to walking in this eternal life path. Divine timing is definitely here. Things are changing for you, entering a new cycle. Rejuvenation and spiritual energy are here for you, and I feel like that's part of your level up, is you're going to be attaining new levels of spiritual awareness, accessing greater and deeper reserves of spiritual power and protection as well, I feel, by resonating with your journey and resonating with this calling on your lives here, on your destiny. More about this coral So we have gamblers in reverse. Someone wasn't willing to take a risk in your direction. Somebody didn't think either things were possible for you, or somebody made a move because of some type of security, or could be money. They thought something was a safer bet or an easier bet. Thief. Okay? This person stole your journey, or was supposed to be going on a journey with you, taking some type of risk in your direction, or just kind of going with like just rolling the dice. You know, nothing is guaranteed or for sure. I feel like it was I feel like this is going back on commitments, or going back on a word, or just setting you back here, handing you some type of setback through not wanting this best outcome for you, or not treating you right, not doing you well. Impediment. So somebody definitely like set you back here. Somebody took some type of stability or good fortune that was supposed to be coming your way. Some type of fertility and abundance that you were both working toward, or that you were working toward and always having to fight for. Some sort of breakthrough or level up, ascension. This is why I feel like it's coming to you now, is because you're no longer having to fight people who are going on the same path or journey as you. I feel like even though maybe they weren't, or you had to always lead or guide these people, I feel like you were maybe dragging the connection along here whenever these thieves didn't have high intentions. Somebody wasn't willing to take a risk, or wanted things to be easier, not having to do the work, or falling prey to some sort of temptation, something that they didn't see as a risk, even though the real risk was fighting with you or holding you back, because you are this vibrant being, because you are walking into prosperity and abundance here with this fertility, because your journey or your path is blessed, right? Is meant to be abundant here. Another outside energy. Angry woman in reverse. So somebody doesn't want you to know how mad they are at you, or at your blessings, that you just keep going on, that you can't be stopped. You're unstoppable, untamable. You are free. I feel like free from them and their negative energy, or this anger energy. All right, I feel like someone really doesn't want you to know how they feel. Could be this widow energy. Could be because you are a widow now. And perhaps that's why you were seeing it as an impediment. I feel like maybe that's why this virginity or this purity energy is coming back to you, because there's something about you that this person couldn't take or couldn't steal, and that's your light. That's this calling on you and your destiny and your life. That's this divine protection. It's because Spirit still has plans for you, right? And a lot of you, this could have been a marriage situation, or just like a divine partner, or it felt like a divine partner, but I feel like the divine is turned karmic, because now because they were dealing in the underworld, or they were caught up in some sort of toxic situation here. Let's see what this infantilism. So someone was being childish, refusing to grow, right? Refusing to do the work, refusing to see that. But I feel like you're leaving them behind, or that's what you're leaving behind. That's what you're having to reject, is someone who hasn't done the work, or who hasn't grown up, right? I'm getting trip to the country. So you're meant to travel here. Definitely going along your path. I do see you meeting a new person here, someone who's fit for the journey. I really do feel someone who's able to offer some type of stability or balance, or this is you walking with Spirit here, and Spirit is more than capable, seeing you to be more than capable, you taking advice or energy here. Yeah, journey coming out as well. So again, I do feel like either supportive or helpful energies, people, spirit guides, but you're being made well for this journey, right? This journey of self, as well as spiritual ascension and progress here, opening yourself up to the world. I do see you being filled with life and vigor. and excitement calling to the world. Ready for anything is what I'm getting. Thoughts. So you're meant to come up out of your heads as well. Maybe not worry too much, not focus too much. Dark-haired man could be significant. You could have dark hair, be meeting a dark-haired man. Let's see. Or this could be some type of mentor or close friend to you. Important revelation and lawyer. Okay, so spiritual law or spiritual doctrines being passed on or being received. So I do feel like you're receiving some type of spiritual wisdom when it comes to like your boundaries as far as what it is that you're keying into or tuning into here on your spiritual path and journey. It's like we're setting the rules, right, for how things are going to go, or you're setting your energies in a way that things are going to start flowing more abundantly for you in your life because you're living, thinking, walking in a purposeful way. Visit in reverse. You could have cut a lot of people off. Definitely could have been these false friends or fake energies, people who didn't want no good for you. Sweet card, because you're not sweet on them and they not sweet on you, or they not sweet on you and you not sweet on them type of vibes. So I feel like somebody knows what time it is here. They ain't playing. You're not playing games with people, with flatterers, people who want to offer you fake flattery. You know, people who are all in your energy one way, and then I just feel like they're not really sweet for you. That these people are really jealous of you behind your back, or they want to take this this Ace of Cups. I feel Ace of Cups reverse energy. I feel like these people didn't want a new beginning for you, or didn't want you to try or to succeed, to have this new beginning, to walk down this path, or to go it alone. That they thought you couldn't do it. They thought you couldn't do it by yourself, or that you needed them, that you needed their energy. But this is why you're divinely protected. You're not alone. In fact, you're walking with spirit, and you're ascending now. You're ascending, and so you're changing. You're actually gaining strength and gaining power and energy and resolve whenever they thought that you would be just getting weaker, or falling down, falling prey to the underworld. Success in reverse. See, these people didn't want any success for you with this false flattery, this flatterer. Success in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. I feel like they were wishing ill on you all the while. It's like somebody was jealous of you here. Somebody didn't want this fortunate or abundant journey and destiny, this golden path for you. Right, I got that. There's that halo here on this card. Like they try to take away your halo, try to say you weren't an earth angel, or that you didn't know what you were, you didn't know what you're talking about, or that what you believed wasn't true or wasn't possible, couldn't be. And I feel like it's only because they were dealing in the underworld, right? They were these toxic persons or toxic connection. They had negative or materialistic thinking, always trying to deceive or take advantage, or hide some type of Ace of Cups energy, or steal your Ace of Cups. Waiting. So I feel like this energy had you waiting, right? Wow, reconciliation in reverse. So I feel like for a lot of you, this person was never coming back, but was trying to keep you waiting on a reconciliation that was never going to happen, or that wasn't destined to succeed, because I feel like this person had some type of false flattery for you, or was kind of trying to hype up your ego or make you feel like they felt one way, but this person wasn't sweet on you. I feel like this person was really your competition. They're really your competition, and that's why they were trying to have you in this waiting energy, is because they were trying to outdo you in some type of way. But this was all done through, I feel, deception or some type of like false flattery. But I feel like this is more than just, this could be more than just your person, but I do feel like friends as well. And it's like even the reconciliation card, it's a handshake. It's like seeing things on equal terms or even terms, even footing. It's like some somebody never or these people, these energies never wanted these conflict energies that were holding back your breakthrough, that you always had to fight for yourself or fight for, your space for. These people that would never be willing to take a risk on with you, or with your journey, or with your path, or with seeing things your way, or with coming into some type of agreement, equality, or understanding with you. Someone who always had some type of something to say, or a reason why you would never be successful, or always looking down on you or talking bad about you behind your back whenever you weren't around, because that's just the way that these people were. These people were snakes dealing in the underworld and in venom and toxicity, because that's all they do. Yeah, so it's like a snake's going to be a snake, these underworld energies, because these energies, these people aren't evolved, right? They're not ascended. So when they see an ascended one, or they see someone who's meant for that path, or someone of a higher vibration, they have a reason to hate it, because it's not like them, or it's not like they're used to. It's not like everyone else, or what it is they see. And so it makes them feel incomplete or low vibration, because they are, and because they're not as evolved or ascended spiritually, because they can't see things in a lens of love and light and wanting what's best for people, but feel like they always have to compete. They always have to fight or tear somebody down, because they're the ones who aren't willing to take a risk, or aren't willing to take a risk for some sort of higher order or divine guidance, divine judgment, right? So I feel like that's where these people were trying to tear you down or pull you off of your journey, because they didn't want you to be the one here, or they were jealous or selfish that you were. I feel like these people wanted to take your energy, or take what you had to offer. I feel like you were offering, you were offering space, right? You were offering for them to come down this journey, to see this ascension, that you had this higher vision or clarity for some type of order, or some type of greatness, this great potential that was destined for you, this purity, this high vibrational journey and abundance that was meant for you here. But I feel like, again, you have to kind of walk alone, or walk with spirit here. You're never alone. In order to see this new cycle come through. That's what this river is about, is going through the flow, right? Getting through these, I feel, rougher waters or stormy waters, to enter this successful space, or something that you've been led towards, because, again, there's some type of calling on you. Let's see, contrariety and displeasure in the reverse. See, these people, I feel like they hid it well. It was like a subconscious thing. It was like something that you knew, but you couldn't directly say, because it was always like you felt like you had to defend yourself to yourself. Like, I feel like they would make you question yourself, and this was how you had to fight. A lot of the times, like, you would second guess yourself, but they wouldn't necessarily say anything direct that was against you. But it's because these people would talk about you behind your back. And so some of that energy would carry over. You could feel that. And so you would have to, maintain your headspace, or fight for that heart space of believing in yourself, even though you knew others didn't, or others were only being one way about it. Love in the reverse, because these people had no love for you. They had no love for you, I feel. That's why this reconciliation never came. I feel like that's why you haven't been working it out with these people, or these people haven't been coming back around, is because there was no love here. That these people were fake sweet. This was all flattery, because you had some sort of power or influence, or because they knew this type of potential of what it is that you had. It was like what you were capable of, or that you were tapped in, that you were blessing, or had some type of luck or power about you. Something about your power, your aura, your energy, that these people know you had good energy, right? And so I feel like that's why they wanted to keep you on reserve, right? Keep you waiting, keep you on tap, because they didn't want to lose access to that. But I feel like this is more of a vampire, or just taking your energy with this thief card over here. I feel like that was the whole goal, or that was the whole mission and plan, was to leech off of your success, or keep you out of this success energy by waiting on a reconciliation, because these people were being fake sweet, or wanted to offer you some sort of false flattery because of who you were or what you had to offer. I feel like there wasn't love in the situation, but it was because of your strength or how dynamic you are. Again, it's because this underworld, and these people were under the world, right? Under the world, under the illusions, under the pressures, the temptations. It's like they couldn't see the spiritual way or harmony or the aspects of a higher truth and love. Enemy in reverse, the hidden enemy. False enemy, someone never wanted you to see that they didn't want what was best for you, or we're hiding around a corner. Tenderness in reverse. So I feel like, again, whenever this happened or however this happened, it was like a 180, right? It was like things reversed completely, and they went into a space where all of a sudden they were revealed to be your enemy, or that they didn't really care, right? That they treated you very harshly. Anger, look at that. And so I feel like this upset you. This put you in a lot of anger because you were betrayed. I feel like there's betrayal here with tenderness in reverse, enemy hidden, anger here. And I feel like, it's kind of like a wow energy. Like, I'm not surprised, but I'm not pleased, right? I'm not like, this doesn't impress me, Like I would have been surprised if you had gone the other way. If we had come out of this fighting energy and come into into this breakthrough energy and actually had this journey. But I feel like for a lot of you, this person never made a decision or was never like willing to go along or open up this tender side of themselves to let you be right or to hear what you had to say. So I feel like this person pissed you off. With energy, with anger, I feel like that's your energy. Because I feel like they were very callous, right? With this connection. Hope in reverse, and so I don't feel like you're hanging on to this energy or this connection anymore. I feel like you've fallen out of the illusion, right? You've moved into disillusionment. And I feel like that's what Spirit's saying here with this orphan, is that you're meant to walk forward alone. You're meant to walk forward alone because there's a calling on you for something higher, something better, something greater. This toxicity, this underworld's just saying, you're not of the world, or not meant to get dragged down or sucked into, this like this competition energy. You're trying to compete for these people, or I don't see you getting caught up in any of that or hanging on to these connections or false friends, because these people never wanted what was best for you. They never wanted your success or highest outcome. There was no love here. I feel like you're realizing that this reconciliation isn't coming because there's nothing there, or because you're simply way too out of, you're not meant to go where, they're not meant to go where you're going, right? Y'all aren't meant to be going in the same places here. That's why the situation has no hope, is because this person is ultimately an enemy of yours. I feel like they've become the karmic, or their decisions or actions definitely cemented their places. Karmic title, right? Karmic energy. A blonde woman could have some type of significance here. That could be who was also like this false enemy. Coming out with hope in reverse, or that could be this blockage energy. Could have been blocking the connection here. Surprise in reverse off the table. So I feel like this was hidden from you, or this is a surprise that you weren't supposed to find out until everything would be revealed here. So something was definitely kept under wraps. A lot of money in the reverse. So somebody was trying to hide his victory, and a lot of money, this wealth, this great fortune that was destined for you, or you were destined to have or receive. This could be the fulfillment of this connection, or a connection with your person. It could have been a karmic that had got involved, or karmic friendships, take it how it resonates. Something that basically kept your person, or dragged your person off of the path, or down into this underworld, or This is simply a person who never saw this wealth or this great fortune with you and with your destiny and with your path. I feel like that's all been meant here in order to bring you into this ascension mode, where now you're being blessed with everything that they were keeping you from or keeping your energy out of because you weren't able to focus, I feel, or embody that space. So we have fright or death, pleasant pastime, and soldier. All right, so they wanted you in a place where you were fearful for the connection or something that kept you from doing the work. This speaks to diversions. Maybe this person always wanted you in that fun energy or that fun space, never really doing work or being afraid of focusing on something because you always had to come to some type of rescue or worry about somebody else, worry about a connection or making things right. Always having to fight for some type of stability or keep things together here, whereas it kept you from really being able to do the necessary work of connecting or ascending here. So I feel like somebody was meant to do or to be doing some type of work, but someone just wanted to have fun or like play games here. And something about that created this like a worry or this death energy that was detracting from some sort of journey or calling on your life or path. Delay, there you go. Absolutely. Causing delays to your work because of having to always solve or fix a connection, I feel. Because you couldn't trust this person. Wedding, okay, so some type of, being fearful for the connection. But always causing delays in the connection at the same time because someone was basically wasting their effort here, wasting their time. They could have wasted your time. Having you put up the work for something that they were never taking seriously, or this person just wanted to have a fun time, just wanted to gain presents. So this could have been some type of gift that delaying a gift that you were meant to receive, or you were the gift for them. You were the one always putting in the work. I feel like you were a blessing to this person. I feel like you were this 10 energy and they couldn't give you the ace energy, right? I feel like there was no investment, or this person completely pulled away. Anything else? No, we got most of the cards out now. Consultant, but now I feel like you're listening to your higher self or taking advice in another direction, because you're realizing that it's like you're taking your toys and going home, right? Like someone's not I feel like you're just not playing games anymore. You're not willing to play games with this person. You're no longer resonating with having to fight so hard for a connection that someone else isn't fighting for. Could also be these friends. You're tired of defending yourself or defending your dreams or what it is that you're being called to or led to. I feel like you're just simplifying things by cutting what doesn't serve you at this time. That's why you're in this orphan energy, but you're just meant to go with the flow. Spirit's really saying more opportunities are opening up for you. We're choosing to reclaim our balance here, reclaim our foundations for ourselves, that we are loved, right? With the kiss here, we have the kiss of success, luck and protection here coming in from Spirit, because this new journey is blessed, is guided, is protected, and is meant. And this is part of our ascension, our leveling up process, also part of a healing process, but this worldly wisdom or spiritual knowledge that we're tapping into is from past lifetimes, from previous lives, and I feel like it's a accumulation, or the realization of that is the attainment of, right? So I feel like the more we're tapping into this or realizing that these are cycles that we've had to go through before, the more we're gaining access to the spiritual knowledge, wisdom, and lessons and blessings that are coming up off of that we had attained in those lifetimes. And so it's something about remembering and inner knowing that I feel is coming through for what's being called on us, or that we're being called into at this time. So yeah, I do feel like we're walking alone, but not too alone. I do feel like the more we tap in with spirit, the more we will hear the messages and be guided towards what it is that we know we're supposed to be doing, or simply in the opportunity field, right? The opportunistic situations, there it is, for ourselves. Let's see, anything else? Right, so I do feel like you're being led into this breakthrough, starting to water the seed of a beautiful journey. You have broken out from the underworld, right? Because you're not under the world, but you are over the world. You are from a higher plane or higher sense of being, reclaiming some type of this inner fertility or abundance through this innocence or virtue that was never lost, right? Reclaiming our purity or virginity. 8, 8, 10, right? All about cycles, new patterns, embodying new characteristics of stability and decisions toward that for ourselves. So something about what we will and won't accept, as well as what's the proper space, or what just going with what feels right, as opposed to stepping outside of that in energies that we know are no good for us, or negative spaces. And so we're embodying these fertile, productive, generative, positive energy spaces and journey energies. But we are divinely protected, and we are gaining protection, clarity, and light, wisdom through this ancestral knowledge or DNA, realizing this journey that we've taken before, matters of self-reliance, but also of tapping into Spirit's love. That Spirit has a lot of love for us, and that this new cycle is being divinely guided. We're being led actually into something much greater here, this abundance here in our journey that we've been meant to break through. And I feel like for a lot of us, we've always known it was here, or we've known what we were going or developing, growing towards. Spirit saying that's definitely here for us. We are very much meant to be abundant here on this earth and in this lifetime, that we're simply being led through a narrow part of the path here, where there's only room for few. You can't take everyone, right? I feel like a lot of people simply wouldn't understand or don't understand, as well as plenty of people simply aren't meant to or will never see the beauty of what Spirit has in store, what this path can provide. So I feel like it's walking where we know we're meant, where we are being guided, where life is guiding us, but also reclaiming the purity and the greatness of virtue of what this path represents, and what it is made of, what it consists of. Because I feel this maiden energy couldn't be any farther from this venom and underworld energy, right? But I feel like we've passed through or avoided some type of underworld. I feel like we've not been dragged under. This journey is still high vibrational, is still in and of the light. And I feel like the more they tried to drag you under, the more they got dragged under themselves. I feel like they poisoned themselves here. By spitting all this venom, I feel like it splashed back because you are divinely protected here. I feel like it says more about them or what they put out, and that's exactly what they're manifesting. I feel like you are coming back to this balanced and pure place, purity of heart and intention, walking with spirit here, knowing you have to walk alone, but knowing you're being led into something much greater because you are the chosen one. You are the star seed over here. Okay, this is what the riddle is, right? Of transmuting. I feel that transmutational energy, turning something that was corrupt or toxic or poison or meant to be poison for you, and having it be something that put you into your calling, or that led you further, that you are working with this dark and turning it to light. I feel like they can't believe, or I feel like they didn't believe that this is possible for you, or that you could see this kind of recovery, that you could bounce back or make this happen. But I feel like that's exactly what Spirit wanted you to do, because that's part of you awakening these people, or having them figure out their side or their end of it, that no matter what it is they sent your way, that you always transmuted it, or you proved that it didn't have to be that way. So in that way you are proving your journey, or you're being that exact light that you are and were called on to be, right? And it's by virtue of this angle or this aspect of purity being refracted back to them seeing nothing but the negativity they sent you, but seeing you only out here putting out this positive, or being in this positive and pure space. And so I feel like that's another riddle, or another part of the puzzle for them, is how they can want all this for you, but see, this is everything that they're projecting. So it's everything that they've been manifesting. They've been sending this back on themselves whenever they thought that they were seeing it in you, or that this is what they wanted for you. But the more they saw it, the more they received it, right? Or the more they projected it, and whether conscious or unconscious. And I feel like that's exactly what they were getting back in return, is by seeing you in this light, this is what they saw for you, but then that's all they received from you, right? Or that this is what they did to themselves, because these people wrote themselves out of your blessings. That's why I feel like they're no longer twin flame energy, but they went into karmic space, is because these people were unable to walk this path with you. I feel like maybe they made it too complicated, or they were simply too burdened. Again, this underworld, I feel like temptation as well, that pulled them out of the journey, or didn't allow them to have this breakthrough with you. But I feel like with the eternal life, it's like this always happens, or you always get, with Orphan, you even are always getting left alone on this path, or always have to fight your way through this part of the journey, or life cycle. And I feel like there's just so much abundance that's here meant for you once you realize your purity and your higher vibration or purpose and self, right? The calling that's on you, the light that is that you're meant to share and spread is abundant. And the new cycles that are going to come through that are for your protection. But Spirit was protecting this abundance by not allowing these people to go on this journey or this path for you, because we already saw they had really twisted intentions, right? Being in a deceitful, or just like false flattery type of energy. But these people were really jealous of you, jealous of your gifts in this high space. It's like they didn't think it was possible. They didn't think it was possible for someone to be this good, to be as good as you, or as virtuous as you, to have this purity. Like they thought everyone would be like them, or like everyone else, right? That everyone was all the same, or that everyone was in this underworld energy. But it couldn't be further from it, right? In fact, I see you separating out and allowing yourself to really like spread your wings, or to grow in a different way, in a different path here, and to tap into this fertility, abundance, these new cycles that are meant for you, that are going to offer you more protection as you step into this light, because they're not of the light, they're of the underworld. This is why you were rejected from the underworld, or you rejected the underworld because you simply couldn't be dragged down. It wasn't who you were or what you were of, right? Because I do feel like you're an immortal or divine being, an earth angel that's sent here to raise the vibration of collective, of the people whose lives you touch, and through your journey as you walk it, because you are a messenger for spirit, for spirit's light, and you are sharing that light, casting away darkness through truth and love. And I feel like that's the purity that you're holding above everything at this time. This is your divine space. This is where you're being divinely guided. Again, a journey that's only meant for a few, but not for everyone. That these people couldn't make this journey because they simply couldn't have the breakthroughs that were necessary. Right? I feel like these people never changed, and Spirit had to protect you from these people in order for you to see yourself build what it was you were meant to. So that's the message I got. That's gonna close out this this lunar look back, right? This past life kind of energy. I feel like again, to kind of repeat it, that there was this parallel kind of energy of having gone through this before, these cycles before in a past life, dealing with like twin flames or karmics or people who just couldn't ever get it right. And I feel like in this lifetime, maybe a person here has gone to a karmic energy or karmic space, or people we had dealings with in past lives have simply proved that they're not there for us, or aren't intending any good for us, that they've fallen into the underworld, or they've lost their divine or immortal light by way of like choices that they made, or by trying to harm you, and an earth angel and an immortal being who only had the purest of intentions and was sent here by the divine to heal or be some type of healing light. And so I feel like part of this riddle is figuring out your purpose, or catching alignment with that, or simply understanding the transmutation that's necessary, that they could try to drag you down into the underworld, but you kind of had to let them reap their own karma, right? Or let them reap what they sowed over there. That it wasn't for you to interfere, but it was on you to be on this orphan's journey and go with the flow here, to walk with spirit, to walk in your virtue, truth, and reclaim some type of innocence or purity that was never lost, because I feel you are an angel. You're highly protected and meant to be going down an abundant journey. You're on an abundant path here. Great changes coming forward with the changes that you make. So be fearless, right? You are being protected here. This was meant to happen. In fact, this has happened before, and a breakthrough is definitely finally here for you now. Now that you've let these people or situations go, or these people have written themselves out of your journey because they simply couldn't make it. And I feel like Spirit is giving you the divine wisdom and knowledge as you go through these cycles to offer yourself more protection, but also you're walking into this abundance. That there's a lot of abundance coming here as you go through this journey. So those are the messages that I had. I appreciate y'all checking out the video, for coming by the channel. If this resonated with you, definitely subscribe. Definitely put a like on the video too if you're resonating with these messages. It definitely helps us out and helps us get more messages out, right? To have more people see and hear and pick up what we're putting down. So I appreciate everybody. Y'all have a wonderful day, a blessed day, and yeah, stay loving. Peace.